you need to hear me out. If your business isn't growing right now, it's not because you're lazy. It's not because your strategy is wrong or something's wrong with your tactics. You've forgotten that the most powerful energy in business isn't self-effort. It's self-worth. You can post, you can plan, you can hustle all day, but if you don't believe truly that you deserve to receive, the world mirrors that disbelief right back to you. I know this because I lived it. For years, I thought my value came from how much I produced. I was proud of being the hardest worker in the room, until one day, my coach looked at me in the eyes and asked me, "Inga, why don't you love yourself?" And I froze. No one had ever asked me that. I realized I didn't know the answer. Maybe it came from my childhood. Growing up believing love had to be earned through achievements, perfection, good grades, constant performance. Maybe it came from the pressure put on myself as an entrepreneur to prove that I was strong enough, creative enough, unstoppable enough. That one question cracked me open because in that moment I understood I wasn't running a business. I was running from my own self, rejection. And until I changed that, no strategy would save me. So today, I want to talk to you, woman to woman, creator to creator, about why your business can't love you back until you love yourself first. And if you stay with me until the end, you'll walk away with a clear roadmap to rebuild confidence, reconnect to joy, and turn your self-appreciation into your biggest growth strategy. Let's dive in. Hey, I'm Inga Grinko. I'm the founder of I'm Fashion and CEO of Bosch Paris, and I help emerging fashion and creative entrepreneurs grow their brands. So let's start with honesty. How many times have you thought, I'm doing everything, but it's still not working? You wake up early, you post, you design, you sell, and the numbers don't move. So you blame yourself. You scroll through other brands' campaigns, you compare, you whisper, maybe I'm not good enough. That thought alone drains more money than any failed ad campaign ever could. Because energy is currency. And the moment you shift from self-attack to self-appreciation, you raise your currency. Loving yourself in business isn't about bubble bath and affirmations. It's about the discipline of kindness. It's saying, even if today I sold nothing, I'm still valuable. Even if I made a mistake, I'm still worthy of growth. It's building from compassion instead of pressure. When I started practicing that, everything changed. I began to notice the little wins I used to ignore, the kind messages from my clients, the creative idea that came out of nowhere, the peace I felt while I was working. So those moments are the seeds of abundance. When you water them with gratitude, they multiply. So let's go deeper. What does it mean practically to love yourself as a CEO? First, it means to stop equating result with identity. Your revenue is not your worth. Your following is not your value. Your success is not proof of your existence. It's an expression of it. Second, it means honoring your rhythm. There are seasons of expansion and seasons of rest. When you fight rest, you fight alignment. When you force creation, you block inspiration. Loving yourself is knowing when to push and when to pause. Third, it means speaking to yourself the way you'd speak to someone you mentor. Would you call your best friend a failure because she had a bad month? No, you'd remind her of her brilliance. So do the same for you. Now, let's connect that to your business. Every great brand mirrors the energy of its founder. If you operate from fear, your brand feels frantic. If you operate from love, your brand feels magnetic. Your clients don't just buy products, they buy the frequency behind them. They buy how you make them feel. If you don't feel safe, abundant, and if you don't feel proud within yourself, that vibration quietly seeps into everything. Your photo shoot, your captions, your tone. So before you fix your marketing, fix your relationship with yourself. When you start rebuilding self-love, confidence follows. Confidence is not about shouting. It's about alignment. It's what happens when your actions match your values. If you say you stand for sustainability but overproduce to please everyone, your energy splits. If you say you value creativity but copy trends to feel safe, your powered souls. Every misalignment costs confidence. But when your brand becomes a mirror of your truth, confidence becomes effortless. You no longer sell, you express. You no longer chase, you attract. You no longer prove, you embody. So take a moment and ask yourself, what 3 values do I want my business to reflect? Write them down. Are they visible in the way you design, speak, and show up online? If not, that's your starting point. Now let's talk about reframing. Maybe right now you are saying, Inga, but I need money, I can't just meditate my way out of bills. I hear you. Reframing isn't denial, it's direction. Instead of I have no money for ads, say I'm in the process of finding smarter ways to create visibility. Instead of people don't buy right now, I say people are more selective, so I'll become more magnetic. Reframing opens your brain to solutions your fear can't see. Fear closes. Love expands, and expansion attracts opportunities. That's how I started to rebuild Barge when sales dropped. Instead of panicking, I ask, what if this crisis is teaching me to be more creative, more strategic, more connected, more magnetic? And it did. Out of that question came new products, new collaborations, and new systems. Speaking of systems, love expresses itself through structure. Yes, structure. Chaos is self-sabotage. When you love yourself, you set systems that protect your energy. You set boundaries, simple automations, clear workflows, boundaries with clients, scheduled joy. Yes, joy. Joy must be scheduled because joy is not a reward at the end of success. It's the fuel that gets you there. When you work with joy, you work with life. So let's make it tangible. Tomorrow morning, before you open your phone, take 3 minutes to thank yourself. Thank yourself for showing up, for trying, for still believing. Then ask, what would make today joyful? It could be a coffee in the sun, a walk, finishing a task that's been waiting, doing a content. Do that first. Watch how your energy shifts before you even start working. Now, to all my fashion founders, business entrepreneurs, business women, listen, remember this. Never stop creating newness. Even one new product a month keeps momentum alive. Never stop running ads, even with 5 euros a day, because visibility is oxygen. And never stop selling your hero product, even if you are bored of it, because consistency builds trust. Do these 3 things from love, not fear, and you'll see stability return. And let's end it with this. Success built on self-punishment always collapses. Success built on self-love sustains. So from today forward, measure your business not only in sales, but in softness. Did you speak kindly to yourself today? Did you celebrate small wins? Did you feel joy while creating? That's growth. Self-love builds confidence. Confidence builds clarity. And clarity builds systems. And systems create freedom. If this message spoke to you, comment below. Tell me what part hit you the most, self-love, confidence, or joy? And subscribe, of course, because every day I show some content on this channel and I will show you how to think big even when the market feels small. You are not behind, you are becoming. You are becoming aligned, and alignment always wins.